ASAP Rocky found guilty, but only got a suspended sentence, and it's all because of Donald Trump. So, Rick Nowak from, I think, the Washington Post writes this. Berlin, ASAP Rocky and two associates were found guilty of assault by a Swedish court on Wednesday, but will face no prison time, capping a case that drew international attention, including from President Trump, who provoked a low-level diplomatic spat with Sweden after calling for the rapper's release. The verdict is likely to quiet the outrage in the United States prompted by Rocky's arrest and detention following a street brawl in Stockholm in late June, in which the rapper was accused of stomping on a man after throwing him to the ground. Rocky had maintained that he was acting in self-defense, but the Swedish judge presiding over the case said the evidence did not support that claim. The judge did, however, conclude that the charges against Rocky were not as serious as presented by prosecutors, giving mitigating circumstances did not warrant a prison sentence. So, here's what happened. ASAP Rocky and his buddies walked through a Muslim no-go zone in Sweden. Muslims harassed him, followed him until he left, and then he ended up fighting and beating up the Muslim dudes. Now, if any other Swedish person did this, they would have gone to jail. Although Swedish prison probably isn't that bad, although their jails are slowly but surely being filled with said Muslims. So, Trump basically says, y'all gonna let him go, Sweden. And then the Swedish prime minister or whatever runs his mouth on Twitter. Then the next day, ASAP Rocky's on a plane home. Because you can run your mouth on Twitter, but when the president of the United States threatens you and says, release our citizen, best believe the citizen was released. And best believe this judge knows you can't give ASAP Rocky time. Because first of all, we wouldn't extradite him. And second of all, things did happen diplomatically behind the scenes. So ASAP Rocky should first and foremost thank Donald Trump, thank Kanye West, and read up on when you travel these European countries that are being taken over by the Muslim horde. I know it's messed up, but figure out what neighborhoods only Muslims are allowed in. Lauren Southern did a video about this. The police in Australia were going to arrest her for walking down a Muslim neighborhood because she might provoke them. You know, just not being Muslim. So, ASAP Rocky, you owe Donald Trump a huge thank you. And anyone, don't get it twisted because people will be like, man, Trump had everything to do with this. I don't care what that prime minister dude said. The next, like 2 days later after that dude said it, ASAP Rocky was just on a plane back here. He was just found guilty, but a suspended sentence. Well, you could have gave him life. He wasn't going. Because Donald Trump behind the scenes made sure of that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section.